Hi, this is Sean here, your RSA approved driving instructor with PassFirstTime.ie, Ireland's online driving school. Welcome to part 3 in our series on how to pass your driving test in 2021. If you missed part 1 and 2, I leave links above to those. You can go back and have a look at them. In part 3, we're going to look at number 2 and number 1, the main reasons for driving test failure in Ireland. And again, these stats come from the RSA. These are the official stats. So let's take a look. Top 2 reasons. At number 2, the second most popular reason for test failure is vehicle controls. Now, vehicle controls are what, says you? Your feet controls are the accelerator, the brake and the clutch. You're also looking at the likes of your gears, your handbrake, your steering, etc. So this could be, again, a huge array of different faults depending on the control they're talking about. Coasting, I suppose, a lot of people would relate to that. That's when you use your clutch incorrectly and you press down your clutch for too long. And there's a difference between clutch control and coasting, which I'm going to do a video about at some stage in the future. So watch out for that. Like and subscribe, and you won't miss that in the future, because I think a lot of people have a bit of there's a bit of confusion between clutch control and coasting. Anyway, if you overuse your clutch or use it incorrectly, the same goes for your brake or your accelerator. If you're in the wrong gear, you could change up too early. You might change down gears too early. Use your handbrake incorrectly if you roll back, for instance, on a hill. Or if you move off maybe with the handbrake on would be another example. Your steering is very important, so always make sure to maintain control of your vehicle properly with your steering. So make sure you are skilled and able to use all the controls properly and correctly. That includes, by the way, your secondary controls as well, the likes of your wipers, any demisters. Make sure the windows aren't fogging up or anything like that. Always your signals. Always very important to use all the controls correctly. So that's at number 2, vehicle controls. And at number 1, the biggest reason for driving test failure in Ireland, it is lack of observation. People simply don't look properly. Now, we looked last week at the top 10 reasons for failure in the UK in part 2, and the number 1 reason in the UK was a bit more specific. It was lack of observation at junctions. This is mega popular here as well. This is a major reason for driving test failure in Ireland as well. But observation could start before you ever move. Not checking your blind spot, especially the blind spot over the right shoulder before you move, is very important. And it has to be a proper good look over that right shoulder to check the blind spot correctly. Observation at junctions, like we said, is the number 1 reason in the UK. A lot of people look in one direction at a junction instead of looking in both directions. Use your time. You might be glancing right, yielding to the right if you're turning left, but make sure you look left when you have appropriate time to make sure there is nothing on your left-hand side either. So proper observation, making sure you make the right decision at junctions is massive. Roundabouts, early observation, looking in the right place, very, very important, and leads to a lot of test failure when people don't observe correctly at roundabouts. In general, from what I see, looking further ahead and reading the road, seeing what's happening ahead and reacting early to it, and the old observation, anticipation and planning what you should be doing, they are vital. So if your driving instructor has been telling you that you need to improve your observation, he's correct. He is right. It's the number 1 reason for test failure. So start working on it. Even if you don't have a test date, if you're at the early stages of driving, get into the habit of upping your observation and ensuring that you are not missing anything and that you're looking further ahead. Observation is something you have to work at. We all get lazy, I suppose. But you need to work at your observation. You need to be looking, especially with roads being very, very busy now. You need to be, working on that observation the whole time and get into the habit of good observation practices and techniques, and you will have a much better chance of safe driving, number 1, and number 2, of passing your test first time. So hopefully you enjoyed those top 5 in the last 2 lessons, reasons for driving test failure. In part 4, the next in the series of how to pass your driving test, we're going to take a deep dive into roundabouts, because a lot of people go down and get either grade 2 errors or in some cases grade 3 errors on roundabouts. And we looked at the marking system in an earlier video. If you are not sure on what I'm saying when I talk about grade 2 and grade 3 errors, go back and have a look. Actually, I might link that video above shortly. You can go back and have a look at that. But in the next part in the series of how to pass your driving test, we will take a look at roundabouts. And by the way, as always, if you want to take an even deeper dive, check out our course online, a complete guide to the driving test at PassFirstTime.ie. While in lockdown, we're going to leave it for another while. It's half price. It starts at just €20. So it's fantastic value. If you have a driving test coming up, it's a great addition to your driving lessons. You can study for your driving test without even leaving your house. And you can watch all the videos on your phone, your tablet or your laptop. So check that out if it's something that might be of interest to you. And like and subscribe, because next week we will take a deeper dive at and a look at roundabouts. If you are doing your driving test shortly, the best of luck with it. On our website, we do have a free mini course, Driving Test Secrets. So log on to Pass First Time and you can download that for free. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching the video, and safe motoring. We will talk to you in the next video.